In this GlassTrax training video, I'll be covering how to start production scanning with barcode scanners. Now, before you get too far into this video, I recommend that you go back and you watch one of my previous videos that is about setting up departments and making sure that the whole setup for production tracking is taken care of. This video is for covering what you do once you've got everything set up and ready to start scanning. So once you've got everything set up, your department's all ready to go, you are ready to start scanning. You come here to the Miscellaneous tab within GlassTrax in the Additional Modules section and go to the HTTP listener. Now this screen needs to be running at all times that you'd like to be collecting production scanning data. So I usually recommend that our customers put this on their server and let this run all the time on their server. That way, if you're running it on an office computer and the office personnel leave for the day, they turn off their computer, they close GlassTrax, now all of a sudden the guys who are maybe doing night shift fabrication, they can no longer scan to input data because this screen's been shut down. So again, I recommend that you run this on the server. The next thing that you're going to want to do is go through these checkboxes and make sure that you have all the appropriate ones selected for what you want to do. Do you want to require your guys out on the shop floor to log in? Do you want to be able to see attachments? Do you want to allow an all done option for your guys out there, or just have them do piece by piece? You also want to define your inventory account if you are planning to consume inventory via barcode scanning. In this video, though, I'll be focusing more on production tracking. You're going to want to make sure that this listen button is pressed in, as mine is right now, and it says listening started. Once you have this all ready to go, click this view button, and what it'll do is it'll launch your IP address in the URL and this screen here. Now here's where you connect it to your barcode scanners. So most of our customers use a Bluetooth barcode scanner connected to a cheap tablet such as an Amazon Kindle Fire, and then they connect that Kindle Fire or cheap tablet to the Wi-Fi that the computer is using, or same network that the computer is on that's running the HTTP listener. Once you have that going, you copy this number and you put it in the URL of your web browser on your tablet. It should bring up this same screen on the tablet's browser. What you'll do at that point is click production. Now, if you had checked, by the way, if you had checked require login on that HTTP listener screen, it would require a login before you get to that screen. You would use your GlassTrax user ID and password in that regard. Once you get to this screen, you select the department once, select your action once, put the focus or the cursor back up here, and you're ready to start scanning. So if I come in here and I say, hey, I'm going to scan order 15197 line 1 piece 1, so 15197 line 1 piece 1. Now that will auto fill in from the barcode. I just manually typed it in, but the barcode scanner would put that in there for you, and it would also submit it automatically for you. And immediately you can see light 1 out of 4 at this date, this time. It would also show who did it if you had to require login, and it shows you the next departments that this order needs to go through. In this case, it's just cutting and then polishing. Now, as this goes through the line, I'm going to go ahead and do a few more. Let's do one more, actually. Line 1, piece 2. Let's do piece 1. All right, now I've got 2 out of the 4 done. And so if I return to my GlassTrax program here, and I look at my sales order production, and I'm going to filter it so that's just this one order. Sales order exact 15197, and I'm going to hit the eyeball. We should see that this says it is 2 out of 4 done to be cut. Right, if I hover over there, it says 2/4 lights done. Now once this gets completely scanned, it will go green and say done, and it will go on to the next station here. So this is your office side so that you never have to get out of your chair to see, hey, has something been cut yet? Has something been polished yet? How many pieces are done? And you can go ahead and see right here without sending a text out, without going over the voiceover intercom, without running out to the floor. You can just see as long as your guys are doing the barcode scanning correctly. So again, it's a pretty simple process that we have here. Just make sure that that HTTP listener is running, that you do have your guys using that information. You can see the different scans that have come in when we did that earlier. We also have a lot of reports on this. So if you come here to Miscellaneous and go to the next button from Listener is the query form, make sure that you have a DSN set up. If not, you will get an error saying no DSN has been found. If that's what you're getting, please reach out to us. Our email is glasstraxtech@kssco.com, and we'll help you set that up so that you don't have to worry about that in the future. But we have a number of queries already saved in here. So for example, we have an hourly scan summary, an hourly scan summary 2. We have a number of things, a shift scan summary. A lot of these are related to scanning. So if I wanted to show you just my hourly scan summary, you pull it in and you hit this little triangular run or play button, and it will show you here what you've scanned. This shows you the line, the SO number line, the customer, the done count, and the square footage. That's my original hourly scan. If I want to do my hourly scan 2, I run that, and you can see it breaks it down a little bit further. Now, if I had a person require login, you would also see the time and the person that scanned that, not just the date and time stamp here. So those are two of our most useful ones. You can get this all exported to Excel as well, just by hitting export, right-clicking, export to Excel, and you get that information out. So that is our barcode scanning setup. Just again, everything comes down to this HTTP listener screen running and functioning correctly for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Our email again is glasstraxtech@kssco.com, or our phone number is 435-652-8330. Thank you.